Skype, I'm done with your shit, dude.
You have one more chance.
I know, right? Like, we need. I honestly would pay like probably up to like $5-10 a month for a service that would make sure that we had like crystal clear quality at all times.
Seriously.
Like, I know.
All right, guys. TVC, the moment we've all been waiting for, the ultimate matchup. There's no bias on this channel. No, I'm kidding. Our player from Rival in the top right-hand corner, the blue Terran. It is MLT.
And his opponent in the bottom of Proxima, the red Zerg. It is Automata. Oh my God, is that how you say it? Like fucking Dan the Automata?
What?
You know what I'm saying?
Automator?
Like, dude from fuck. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know,
like
dude.
the Automator? You know what I'm saying? Like, except he's add a little fucking pizzazz to it.
We're all over here saying Automata. God, I hate myself.
I mean, whatever, dude. I can't pronounce every name perfectly all the time, but I think it's Automata. Like, the Automator.
That's fair.
All right.
Troy, welcome though, man. Welcome to the channel. Getting into this game though, nothing too crazy. Very, very standard build from the Zerg. Hatch gas pool. Same thing on the side of the Terran. Reaper expand. So, I wanted to see a proxy or something weird, dude.
I know, right? I'm always down for that as long as it's not happening to me. JigHD asking, how do we sign up for an upcoming tournament? Zergler updates. So if you look down below the stream right now, there's a little profile panel that says sign up. Every week, Zergler will update that with the most up-to-date challenge link. And if you want, you can always just bookmark the challenge page, and then every tournament we do is going to be run through challenge, so you'll get the ability to look at the bracket and sign up and do what you need to do.
Yep, that's probably the best way to go about it, is just keep clicking that sign up page every week. But yeah, I guess you could follow the challenge, but we normally run them weekly. We might have to shut down because I need to go to Vegas to do some work, but that's not hard set or anything. So we almost run them every week, we'll put it that way. So I think out of the past like 27 weeks, we've only missed 4 of them. So we have this tournament very, very often. But as we already discussed, next week we're having a GM tournament for $400 in place of this one. So next Saturday, just come to watch. It should be a ridiculous tournament. I'm not going to run through the list of names again, but it should be pretty hype, man.
Yeah. If it's not, then I don't know, man.
Your
Plat
money
Diamonds, take the cake, you know, for sure. Tonight's been pretty hype, dude.
Yeah, dude. I haven't hated the series yet, man.
Do you often hate Sirtiva?
Yeah, dude, sometimes I'm like, I despise these. No, I'm kidding. But you know what I mean. Like, there hasn't been a weird one or an absolute stomp. Like, it's been very, very back and forth. They've all been just scrappy-ass games. Like, I don't know. That's all I'm trying to say. Is I really, really enjoyed tonight. So
sometimes the
shit, we gotta
constant...
dance.
Do we really?
What? Work it, dude. Feeling this.
What the fuck? What were you saying? Oh, sometimes when you watch an entire night, the Reaper dance, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you watch an entire night of O2s and O3s and stuff, it can be kind of rough, you know. You're like, damn, man, it just feels like StarCraft is a game of walking over people, you know, like.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, man. So it's not that those games aren't fun to cast. I mean, I enjoy casting a blowout every now and then, but all I meant tonight was that they've all been really, really good games, really scrappy. We've even seen some builds that we've never seen before. Like, it's just been a very well-rounded and pretty awesome night, in my very biased opinion. This game looking to be no different. Automata has already got his third up and rolling. There's a bit of a 2-1-1 up and running already, and it's timed very well. So, I mean, this should be pretty hype as well. Are both these guys D1? I didn't even have a chance to look. Okay. I mean, we're in semis. We kind of figured that we're on that side of things, but...
Yep, both are D1. Automata picking to go with, looks like, just Lings to defend this now, as some are making their way across the map, but not even Mass Queen like we see some people do. We do see the Evolution Chamber double coming down now, so...
Yep, definitely trying to get some upgrades. I was waiting to see the drop play, man, but because there's no Overlords in the correct position, I doubt... Oh! I take that back. Maybe we will see some drops here. We'll have to keep an eye on that Overlord. It looks like it's just coming in to scout, though. All right, I cancel my hype, GIGGLEBEAR. That's good, though, too, though. I mean, just getting in here and trying to figure out what the hell is going on. He definitely knows that he's faced with 2-1-1, so that's a gigantic piece of information. Even just knowing that, he pulls back all of his links so he can deal with these drops, so...
Yep.
Playing very well.
Yep, I would agree, dude. Third base up and running now for Automata. It's interesting.
GIGGLEBEAR says, what's the prize for the GM tournament? First place gets $200. Second place gets $100. Third gets $60. And fourth gets $40. Plus, we teamed up with OSC for the event, so we're giving out a shitload of OSC points. I think all the way down to 32nd gets OSC points. Only like 5 or something, but you know what I mean. Like, you get shit even for just showing up. So, this 2-1-1, though, is well underway. It's not even going to be a drop. It's just going to walk it straight on in. And I know you're loving this as the Terran player.
Yeah, man. And it looks like it actually might catch
God.
Automata off guard as he's going to get kind of wedged in here. Not take the best Ling trades, man. And this is where the 2-1-1. I mean, a lot of people say, hey, dude, it doesn't, people got it figured out. People blah, blah, blah. Nah, dude, kill people at this level for sure if you can execute it very well.
I still... sorry to cut you
go
off, but I was just going to say, I still get caught off guard with it. And this is pretty much exactly how it happens, man. I mean, even if it only gets this third base down, it was already worth it, in my opinion. And the third base will fall. So, mission accomplished, in my opinion. This is exactly what you're talking about. People say that it's kind of falling out of favor and all this, but, I mean, people are still making it work, absolutely.
Yep, absolutely. It is entirely up to Terran. Well, not entirely up to them, but, you know, to make damage happen. And he took down the third base there. He brought out a ton of Lings from Automata, so... what's up? Needs more barracks?
Three more barracks coming down behind this. So like no third. I was like, well, is he gonna go with the third? But nah, just a shitload of. Okay, so he is building his third over on the side, but still a ridiculous amount of production coming in behind this.
He's got to be careful here not to take too bad of a trade, lose too many Marines. He should be able to clean these Lings up, but still, yeah, he does lose a decent amount of those Marines. Third base being rebuilt for Automata, but man, he's in a tough spot, dude.
Yeah, absolutely. That 2-on-1 did significant damage. You never want to lose your third, especially when your opponent's already got theirs up and going damn near. I mean, it's about to finish up, so that's like, huge.
My experience kind of with the 2-on-1, because it's like the only build that I do in TVZ or whatever, but like you kind of don't need to find damage, but sometimes if you do, it relies on Zerg to be in the perfect spot. You know what I'm saying? To be able to hold it. Like in a vacuum, in a perfect world, Zerg always has the ability to hold that, but it means that they have to be in the right position, and it's very easy at, you know, the diamond level to be out of position. You know? So
and they have to know it's coming too. Like Hellions have gained so much favorability. Like I'm always guessing. Like before, I always knew, all right, it's gonna be 2-on-1 no matter what. But now, like it's not a guarantee anymore. So I think that makes it even stronger because your opponent's guessing. So I don't know, man. I think it's definitely still extremely strong. But as you said, the Zerg player can definitely defend it. So it's almost up to them to lose the game at that point. So a lot of Banelings coming in for him, though. No Baneling speed just yet. So I don't know. This push is pretty significant, dude.
All right, so those Banelings do finish. And as you said, there are a lot of them. So pre-split should be good from MLT as he does get his army somewhat set up. But he is getting up on creep here, and that's always dangerous as Terran.
Oh man, that first Bane was gigantic. The second one a little bit better, but there's still just not enough to deal with this. Now there's only one Bane versus quite a bit of bio. And plus 1/1 bio too, so the upgrades are tied.
Yep, absolutely, man. MLT's kind of overstayed his welcome now, and he does pick up nice.
Yeah, but he didn't take too many losses, so that was good.
Yep, absolutely. He's going to regroup with his army, which is, you know, quite sizable.
Oh shit, mines. Oh! Damn, that was gigantic, dude.
He's got a sizable army here, and Automata, from having his third base knocked down so early, is in a tough spot, trying to bring in as many Banelings as he can, but we see just a stream of blue from MLT coming across the map.
Yeah, and he has enough medevacs to split this too if he wanted to. I'm not saying that's what he's going to do, but he definitely has the tools to turn this into a multi-prong attack and just elevate her up, but he might need all of his forces consolidated for this one. That is a shitload of Banes. Baneling speed is just about to finish up too, but not quite.
Oh, juicy hit coming down there. Second one, not so, I mean, not amazing, but not bad. And the bio just continuing to move forward, taking out Banelings, taking out Lings, eventually going to push up into this third base for the second time this game.
MLT is on point with his free splits, man. He knows he's fighting against Banes, and he's done really well in trying to negate their losses or whatever.
Yep, absolutely. Takes the Spore out. Really good splits there. Oh my goodness, man.
He's a monster. Jesus.
Yeah.
It was impressive, and now he just bites time so these mines can get up here and get themselves planted, which will help out significantly. As I say that, they come down. They might find some pretty juicy shots here.
Oh,
damn! All the
man.
Banes get cleaned up from the mine. MLT has pretty much his free reign to just push on into this. Jesus, man. And look at those upgrades. He's about to finish up 2-2, too. 2-2.
I know, right?
Yeah, but...
So he is taking, you know, he has some Widow Mines that are really far back here that he could be bringing up to help him take these fights. But ultimately, he is just wearing down the Zerg.
Yeah.
Baneling going down. That was the last Baneling, I believe. I mean, the Spire's built, but it's kind of like, what are you going to do, dude? You're surviving right now. You don't have time to go into Muta, you know?
Yeah, it's called Parade Push for a reason. You just stay up front for as long as you possibly can and just rally all your reinforcements behind this, and it's going to work. I mean, even without getting these mine shots off, he's going to be able to take this third very, very convincingly, as well as Spire. In fact, Automata knows that GG is called. Rival will take game number 1.
Yep.
Who's laughing at the 2-1-1 now, GIGGLEBEAR? No, I'm kidding.
I know, right? No, and that's what I was saying is it's like, I don't know, Zerg has the tools to fight against it.
Yeah.
But I mean, it just relies on Zerg doing everything correctly, and that's not how it goes in StarCraft, you know? There's a lot of stuff that goes wrong. Maybe you see it coming to the third, and then they switch and go to the main, you know, to play off the fact that you had an Overlord there or something, you know? Like, hey, dude, like, it's a good build. I like it a lot.
Definitely. If it's not broke, don't fix it or whatever. Like, it's solid, man.
Oh, I was going to comment on one thing that I saw. Automata, we saw him building a lot of Lings, and I think I said something about, oh, he doesn't have, like, many Queens or whatever. He chose to go no Baneling and no Mass Queen, and I think that doesn't bode well for holding a 2-on-1. You know what I'm saying? You need either Mass Queen behind Link or you need Baneling behind Lings to help, you know, properly hold it. So, just something to, I don't know, a little note there. Definitely not ragging on the player, but it's a lot easier to see those types of things from, you know, the caster standpoint, where it's like, oh shit, man, all you got is Lings against this impending Terran force, you know, like.
Yeah, no, I would definitely listen to advice that Giggle gives about the 2-on-1. The man is definitely a connoisseur of the build, so I've seen you kill many people, including myself, with it. So I'm glad that you didn't say that. So you've been very kind to me. I'll throw it out there that you beat me with the 2-on-1, man. Giggle's 2-on-1 is nasty, dude. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it because the dude's being very modest. But it's a good build for sure. But I think you're right. Like, the Zerg definitely had the tools to. He scouted it even, just not quite, you know, enough to deal with it. Either way, though, let's get these introductions underway. Our blue Zerg player in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, it is Automata, or Automata, depending on how you read.
We'll just call him Auto. For
okay, Auto, yeah.
And his opponent in the top left, looking to close out the series and make, I believe, his second final from Rival. It is MLT.
Yeah, Nicholas Worms brings up a very valid point. No queens to deal with the medevacs. You know, a bunch of queens shooting the medevacs kind of shuts all that shit down. So, as you said, though, he kind of forego them in the build so he could get that third up and running. It just died, so I don't know. It really sucks, so. We'll have to see if he's able to hold on this time around. He needs to get over there and scout and see if that is what MLT is going to do again. I haven't casted enough MLT to know if he's only like a 2-on-1 player or not, you know, so I'm not sure.
There's no other build ever.
That's fair. I mean, some people feel that way. Like, you're making jokes, but a lot of people love it, dude, and refuse to play other types. So it's so strong, and it opens you up to so many options behind it. Like, it's pretty nice.
It's extremely versatile. It's pretty easy to practice. Like, it's not exactly the most complex build, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real here, Terrans. Like, and that's a good thing. Like, it should be fairly easy to practice so that you can nail it down. And the thing is like, dude, you could do it. I don't find that it's all that great in TVT, but in TVP, TVZ, and TVT, it probably works all the way up to, like, the Platinum. And if you can execute it well, Diamond and Masters level, you know? Like, so if anybody's new playing Terran, wants to switch over to Terran, I definitely recommend the 2-on-1, man.
Yeah, Giggle's got your back, dude. Just hit him up. He'll sort you out after a night of coaching. But it does look like in the series side of things that's kind of where MLT is headed with this again, right? Like, so, I don't know, man. Maybe he's one of those players, so. They're saying in chat, with pure Lings, you can hold a 2-on-1.
Oh, good luck with those. You get those follows, dog. Have fun.
If you can dodge the mine shots. Like, I always think I'm okay, and then they have mines. Fuck, I guess it just depends on how they pull it off, but these guys are starting to add a lot of mines to the mix, and it gets deadly, dude.
Yeah, and you can always tell when Zerg's, like, had enough and gets frustrated and just takes a really bad engage against, like, mass mine, you know, and you're just like, oh, apparently you had enough, you know? Yeah,
I'm just kidding. Never, not one time, Giggle. Nah. So Reaper coming in, trying to get a little bit of damage, not finding too much. We're off to a bit of a better build this time around for Automata in that he has... he will have link speed much earlier this time around, so we'll have to see if he's able to get out there and get that third rolling.
Jujutsu Ben and Jesus Christ, Vesko Leskinov can Jesus Christ, Vesko Leskindrov. There we go. Thank you guys very much for the follows. I probably butchered that second one. I am sorry, but
it was close enough, right?
I tried, dude.
He's like, no, fuck you guys, I'm not following.
Yeah, you didn't get my name right. We'll give a really hard name, dude.
All right, so he will be able to poke on through here, get that Reaper down, and get his third up and running at about the right time, too, so not all is lost there. But on the Terran side of things, that 2-on-1 that we've been talking about is very well underway and timed up at about a Giggle time, dude. He's got it lined up pretty nicely. What did you say they're supposed to load up at 440, or...?
Dude, I've seen people load it up at 440, and I'm like, I know, what the fuck, man? But
that's
like,
fast.
Usually I'm loading up around, like, you know, 520,
right?
You know, what?
520
like,
or
yeah, like 5, and sometimes and it really depends too. Sometimes Zerg just shows up and causes havoc in the early state of the game, and then you get delayed, you know. So
yeah,
depends. It's game dependent for sure.
Yep, absolutely. And on the other side of the map, we do have a couple Evo chambers coming down, so he's trying to beef up his Lings. Still no Banelings just yet, but as we said in chat, you can definitely hold the 2-1-1 with Lings and Queens. In fact, that's how a lot of players choose to do it. You definitely don't need the Banes, so he might be able to hold on here. It's all just going to come down to how he defends this, man. It's a bit of a repeat.
Yep, absolutely.
Dags 135, thank you for the follow.
Oh shit, he got the double hype on that one. I think your cutoff earlier was like the funniest thing ever, dude.
No, it was just a joke. I felt bad that you didn't remember what you were talking about, but I had to do it just once.
Yeah,
like, come on.
You just erased. That was you were aggressive on that. But I'm not sure if this is going to matter, but it's something to note for people. MLT kind of messed his wall up here. You can actually, I think, get through those two on the left there. So we'll have to see if he knows about it. He's exposed.
All right. Well, the 2-1-1 is loaded up. What do you think about its position instead of dropping it into base, just unloading it out front and walking it in? Do you have an opinion on that?
It's map dependent, and it's really like I don't know. I think it's probably in your best interest to try and get in the base. To try what you want here is drones. You know, like trading out on Lings and cleaning up creep are great, but what you want is drones. So like in a situation like this, just pick up, get out, and like look to clear creep.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much textbook of how you're supposed to hold it. And just stay underneath the drop and literally make them drop onto your units. Hopefully they won't even do so, but that's definitely the way to hold it. And now he gets to just move across this map. As you said, I'm not sure about this little gap here. I'm pretty sure you could squeeze a link through there. I guess we'll find out together. Watch, he sees the wall and it just mind fucks him and he doesn't even try. Oh, no, it is a wall.
No. I think that eBay behind it is like the thing that clears it. But
you're right.
I'm not 100% sure. Because like, look at it. They're not as tight as the two on the right there.
Yeah. But Automata held that 10 times better than last game, dude. He smacked that away. Didn't take any damage. His economy's screaming. It's 50 workers to 47. He has that third base up and rolling, as well as Banes and upgrades rolling. So comparative to last game, this is infinitely better for him. So. 430 is the fastest I've seen it. Damn, dude, I never want to play a player that can do a 430 2-on-1. Fuck that.
Every couple of seconds is just so important. It hits that much harder,
All right, so this is gonna be really hard for him to poke in here because of this wall. There's no mines or anything, so at least he has that going for him. But even so, man, how do you get damage done there?
I don't know. That's a lot of Lings, man. So if MLT missteps, he could find himself in a world of hurt. Because as you said, he doesn't have any Widow Mines or anything like that, and that's really what you need. You have no shot in hell of.
I gotta jump in real quick. Jujitsu Ben says, when will your next Plat Diamond tournament be? And Nuvo said next week. I'm sorry, I love you, Nuvo, but that's incorrect. Next week is our $400 tournament that has gigantic StarCraft players in it, like Bly, B-Lord, and Neeb. So we will not be having the Plat Diamond next week. We will be having a gigantic Neeb stomping. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, no. So we, I just wanted to correct that. Not that I don't love Neebo, but next week it will be replaced by a $400 tournament. But then we should be back to our normal scheduled programming right after that shit. If I don't go to Vegas, I'm pretty sure we might have to shut down for a couple weeks, but we'll deal with that when it comes. The best way is to follow our Twitter. We usually, I hate saying that, and it's a douchey move, but we try to keep everyone updated via Twitter. Here comes some aggression, though, man, with Stim and a lot of medevacs this time around. The surround, though.
Should be okay to hold this. I don't know. With more Terran joining in, actually, the Lings are getting carved up. By the way, Biggity Balls, thank you very much for the $5. I'm going to get that in before this engagement here.
Nice.
But nice donation there. These Banelings are cruising up, getting hits, but they pick up in the medevacs. Look to get out for now.
Tycraft7, thank you for the follow. Slaying GiggleBear with that. All right, so Automata, no, I'm kidding. Auto coming out here and getting his fourth base up and running. Shut down the drop pretty significantly, and the huge thing was this time around he had a lot more queens to start working on those medevacs. And as someone pointed out in chat, that's huge in what you need to do against it. So, yep. I mean, compared to last game, this is just night and day, man. He's killing it. I dare say that he's done enough to, oh, well, I don't know if he'll get the third, but if he get, oh, he's going to take a fourth behind this too? I don't know about that decision. We'll have to see, man. Here we go.
Yeah, I gotta say, this is probably gonna favor MLT. He needs to make sure to drop the units out of his medevac. So, okay, there he goes. Yeah. At least from one. But I'm definitely guilty of doing that. Sometimes you're taking a fight and you're like, dude, where are all my units? And you find out that they're loaded up in a medevac. Yeah. Damn it. Yeah, for sure.
Well, the one thing the Auto has going for him is that Baneling Baneling speed is just about done. So that'll kind of turn the tide. The difference, though, is there's so many mines. He needs to be really, really careful about how he engages into this. As I say that, the mines come down. This is going to be devastating. Okay, so he pulled back a lot of his Banes, but he still took a lot of losses to those mines, man.
He did. Muta's out on the field now, though, and I gotta say, with Terran having to pick up, get out, and only a certain amount of boost with Muta's on the map, but he could find himself in some trouble. He needs to regroup. Only has 2 mines here. These need to get, like, miracle hits.
Yeah, well, they just might. God damn, that was a miracle hit, GIGGLEBEAR.
Yeah.
Holy shit, it got 14 kills with the single Widow mine, so that's pretty nice. And now he has a couple banelings that he might be able to poke him through here, but I dare say MLT held that because of that mine shot, dude. That was nasty.
Yeah, that really was, man. The banelings, though, I gotta say, this is really starting to... Oh!
I saw it, too. I just snapped back to see that mine shot go off. I'm Funka, dude.
Yeah, word, dude. He doesn't even know it. Man should be sweating that.
Yeah, like I am coming for you. I hope you realize this. No, I'm kidding. They're gonna crush our channel because they heard that I was coming for Funka.
I know, Funka.
It was a joke, guys. Please don't tell him.
Shut these guys down. Twitch.
All right, so this time around things might be a little bit different. There's a lot of bio, and they can be a meat grinder for these mutas, and there's so many mines that he needs to, you know, not dive, I guess. So.
Yep. Oh. Pinecone, did he fall? Pinecone might have. Oh, man down.
Jesus, who took out Pinecone?
I don't know.
All right, so these mines coming into this third, they're surrounded by lings.
There's not a ton of banelings there.
Yeah. Are they being morphed? I don't see them anywhere. I don't need banelings, dude.
Juicy hit, but I mean, it's really softening up the mutas. It didn't take
the second one was gigantic, and now he's screwed almost. There's a huge amount of bio and not much to deal with it. 22 lings in production, yes, but there are a lot of mines, Giggle.
Yep, absolutely. These Widow mines chilling in the 3rd base or the 4th base mineral line. Super clutch. Going to be able to hold those Marines down. Make sure that no banelings creep on him. The sport definitely will fall, and MLT is starting the parade, man.
Yeah.
Macy's Day
This is
Parade.
how it
Here
begins.
we go.
Now we get to move all those mines up, start getting, you know, value trades with those. He has 6 of the damn things, not to mention the 40 supply lead that he has. So, damn, dude, like, you know, this is the beginning of the end, I dare say, but it's a little too early to call it. A couple Banes could spin this right around. So.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'd like to see MLT take some time to clean up the creep. He needs to make sure not to overextend, especially with speed banes, man. You could find yourself in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
And, you know, with good splits from Zerg or maybe flying overseers above before the army, they can bait a lot of those Widow Mine shots, and then you find yourself in a world of hurt, man.
He looks like he's feeling extremely comfortable, though. He's got that planetary fortress up on the gold. He's building a base right next to it, and he's got a huge supply lead, though. So it's all going to come down to these Banes versus Mines, I guess, is the name of the game at this point. No infestors or anything, too. Like, easy for us to say as casters, but I feel like some infestors would be money here.
I agree. They can definitely lock that army down and get the Bane hits that Automata definitely needs to finish off this game. This is a planetary, so this should not even really go down unless he spends all those Banelings to crash through it. But that would be extremely expensive to do.
Yep.
Oh man, they're cruising. Look at this train rolling for it. This could be juicy.
Oh,
I know, right?
Oh man, so a lot of them being killed on all these bio forces. It looks like he might spend the rest of them in doing so too. He really wanted to get those workers down. 17.
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice.
That was massive.
Yep.
I mean, you hit a point as Terran where you're just kind of like, okay, well, I'm going to go regardless, you know? So it may not matter that those workers have died, but that's 17 workers, man. That's a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. So Auto definitely has the worker lead. It's 50 to 70, but because there's so many orbitals out, I you know, it's not really as big of a deal. He has a lot of does he have kindness plating just yet? Let me try to find it. I can't check it. I don't think so. So
sorry, I can check that.
No, it's all good. I don't think he does.
Nice. He has 2-2, but no kindness.
No more Banes, so I feel like he might be better served just slowing down a little bit, trying to get some Banes, man.
Yeah, these Widowmans definitely become a lot less effective now that Ultralists are out, and man, look at his army. Just a couple swipes from each Ultra, and it really goes away. Like,
yeah, but he's fighting into a choke and taking huge mine shots in doing so. If you kind of focus fire down these Ultras, as he's starting to do, you can start to pick him off. But you're right, he cannot stop moving. Oh, jeez, what a game, dude. This has been one of my favorite tournaments we've done, dude. Seriously. The games have been fucking phenomenal tonight.
Oh shit, the Ultras have split up now, which makes it even harder. Liberators coming in, man, there's just so little bio. It looks like one more Ultra will go down. Continuing to target them, man. Chitinous plating, it cannot come soon enough.
Or Banes, man. I hate to keep saying it, but those would have been gigantic right there if you could have dodged the mines. So, what a scrappy-ass game. And now MLT is going to come out with another expansion behind this. Oh, no, he's just flying it over there. Okay. So, holy shit.
Yeah, for sure. Looks like he's cruising around the left side there. He's going to come up and try and attack the The natural, I believe.
Super Dude says, I can't put in the score for my games. We have people for that, man. Just go ahead and let us know what the score was, and we will go ahead and put him in there for you. That would mean Pinecone has an opponent. So, all right. He's going to come in here with Banelings this time around. We'll have to see if they can find any shots. They get picked off a little bit too early. Holy
Look
shit.
at the bank here. Zerg running out of minerals. Has a decent gas bank, but oh, man, these Ultralisks. You don't want to lose any of those,
no,
dude. One going down, two going
they're
down.
just they're just being kited. They would have been better served just turning around and trying to take the fight than just running away, man. The stems were too strong there, dude. Fucking ultra massacre on the Nydus tonight, guys. I'm so sorry you had to witness that. No, I'm kidding, but that was like 10 of them getting taken down, dude.
Look at the corridor of death on the like top there, just underneath where the fourth race is for MLT. Like if you're a Zerg, you do not want to be heading through those hot gates, man.
It's a literal gauntlet. Like that's the best definition of one I've seen in quite a while. So you're right, man. Trying to reinforce through there is just the pit of hell. And he lost so many ultras. It's really not that much to deal with this. 170 supply to 140, man.
Yep, he's in a tough spot for sure, staring down the rest of his tournament life here as MLT pushing up, looking to just get through this. Oh god, needs to make sure not to take.
Okay, would have held all that shit in position. Easy for us to say as casters, but again, man, still nothing to just grab that and hold it in. And his damn kiting is too good. We've already seen that.
A lot of Banes. I mean, this really is a lot of Banes. But as you said, no Infestors to lock this down and force the Terran to take a fight. He's just going to continue to kite forever. Liberators coming in now, going to make this even harder to fight.
Yep. Jeez, man, what a game. So I would say that MLT is just going to start swinging the favor here. Oh, shit. Trying to come up with these Baneling nests, but his splits are just too good. He found a couple of really good connects. And there are a lot of ultras remaining. Holy shit. I take everything back that I just said. He found all the Baneling connects that he needed right there, man. That was crazy. Oh shit, stuff going through the gauntlet. Oh no. Avoided narrowly.
Full upgraded Zerg units there. 3-3-4 MLT2 as we do see the Planetary doing the best it can. Repairing. Getting to work on those Ultralisks. I wish he'd focus that one down. That one that's like super low. Okay, it does eventually fall.
Damn, what a game, dude. It's been a while since we've had a game that went this like late comp or whatever, so this is ridiculous. I also want to point out that 2 single lings got sent through the highway of hell, and they didn't make it but like a half inch to that shit. It was pretty funny.
Liberator's gonna get to work over here, killing Larva, which is actually awesome.
Oh, he's going through it. No! Oh, okay, he has Overseers this time around, so he should be able to start working on it. Damn, I was really worried for him there, but Otto's starting to turn this around, dude. Look at the supply. He tied things up. He was behind like 60, and now it's a shitload of ultras. He should be able to start working down all these planetaries as well.
Yep. So he's going to get to repairing this one too. There is a significantly smaller number of ultras this time, so the repairs will be super clutch, man. I don't think he's actually going to be able to crack this.
Oh, man.
Oh, there he goes.
A lot to do this. Okay, because he started working on all those workers, he might be able to take this. So he is making all the correct moves in trying to neuter his opponent's economy, but he's losing a lot to do so. I still wouldn't call this over. He did get 21 workers with that, though, so...
Yeah, he's definitely, I mean, he's in a much better spot than, MLT. MLT is having to lift his bases to get out. These Ultras have a ton of staying power here. I love how he's trying to bait him through this.
Yeah, he's like, I got him. I might as well try to get a little bit of use of him. And he did, in all fairness. He got a couple of good shots off. But Otto's just beasting it with this late game comp, man. It's so hard to kill Ultras once they get that kindness plating, especially when your economy has been so neutered. MLT has got bases everywhere, though, so if he can just slow down the game. Yeah.
Like, no joke, man. And these Ultras are making short work of it here, trying to micro around all this back into the Liberators, but those Ultras actually chewing through everything.
Jesus. What a game, man. I'm pretty hyped that we win with this one. So.
Yeah, it's great. That's
We'll have to see. So MLT is just trying to get any economy up and rolling that he can. He finally has a satellite base up and rolling, but it's only got like 4 workers on it. He's completely tapped out in his main and natural. So I don't know. Both players are bleeding out. They need to make the most value as they can out of all these units. And we need some AA for Otto. That's the one thing that's kind of really neutering his comp, is that he has absolutely no AA.
Yeah, he's got no answer for those Liberators. Yeah. I mean, having to re-siege those Liberators over and over again definitely isn't easy.
Example right there. He lost 2 just running through him, man, because he doesn't have anything to take those down. That's expensive.
MLT trying to run his probes, dude. Just pick him up in the medevacs. For anyone who plays Terran, just pick him up in the medevacs next time and fly him out.
Yeah, you can tell the frustration is setting in, man. Both players are just kind of frantically playing right now, trying to end this game. So,
ooh, Liberator shots are going to be massive. Actually, could take out these last two.
yeah, that's the second time that he had to run through that Liberator gauntlet. And as we kind of said, no, because there was no AA to deal with it, he lost every single Ultra due to those Liberators. So they will get him down if you can somehow get the Zerg player to, you know, stay in the Freedom Zone.
Yep.
How do you join these channels? What are you talking about? How do you join these tournaments? Okay, let me make sure that we have enough time to run over it in the game. It looks like they're going to take a fight. I'll explain it after this fight, but 1 second.
And it looks like with Mules, Terran was able to produce a good amount of Marines here. Yeah, dude, he should be able. Oh wow, actually gets a good amount of damage on that Ultralisk.
Yep.
I keep wanting to call him Overlisks. I don't know why.
I like it, dude. Name change approved, dude. Let's email Blizzard. No, but we have a bit of time to answer the channel or the question in chat. Someone was asking how you join these tournaments. If you look underneath on our profile, there's a huge button that says sign up. Every week that we have one of these tournaments, we put the correct sign up right there. So you can either follow our Twitter and keep updated there, or just keep checking the sign up button on our profile. But now we're in a bit of a really weird position where there's, you know, still nothing in terms of AA. So now these Liberators just get to start working their way in. And this is damn near the only mining base of autos left, because the other ones are all tapped out. So.
Yep. The Spore did get moved, but it never got rooted. Lings trying to make their way to the bases. I mean, shit. MLT's pretty much living off of fumes here and Mules.
Excuse me, yeah. But he got that satellite base down, which was extremely important because it was damn near one of the only ones left with minerals. This one back here is extremely hurt, and this one's damn near tapped out too. So, I mean, both players are feeling the econ crunch. Absolutely. This shit is ridiculous, dude.
This game is crazy, dude.
I don't even know what's going on right now. Please get some corruptors out, and let's get a game number 3. Or, conversely, just march. Like, I think Terran could find a lot of meat here, too, with the Liberators. Like, I don't know.
Yep, absolutely. By the way, I don't know if you did welcome him, but Jumpback0, welcome to the channel, man. Don't think I've seen you around here. Hopefully we do see you playing in one of these tournaments, as you were asking. I mean, pretty much at this point, Automata is just on, like, okay, so he does have one Ultra and some Banes coming in, but Maskling isn't going to do it. He finally did.
Corruptors are coming! Giggle.
Oh shit, man, he's attacking this wall too, so he's actually going to get up in here and start to stop some of the Terran production,
this is
which is
huge.
massive.
Yeah, camp the production, shut down that nuke right away. That screams out to me. Well, I guess there's not one being made, so. Oh, I take that back, GIGGLEBEAR. He needs to get that down, dude.
So he actually, you know, he's just going to let all these buildings burn down. And it did bring MLT back home rather than force a base race or something like that.
Yep.
Oh, this Ultra. Massive.
Oh, man.
Massive damage.
Free pickup. Oh, well, the Liberators weren't planted. I thought they were already down. My bad. Sorry, guys. This game is so crazy that I just checked out. All right, so Viper's coming out as well. I saw a couple Corruptors being made. He's going to send these Banes in. They find decent hits, I guess, but not enough, man.
Yeah. I think, though, that MLT doesn't have any production. He doesn't have, you know, any income or anything like that.
Yeah.
Ultralisk eventually, you know, they can be kited, but not forever. Stims are expensive. Oh, man. Widow Mines taking not the best hits.
Okay. Whew. That could have been devastating. But I think, as you said, tapped out is a really good way to put this. He has a huge bank, but because he lost all of his production, he can't make anything. He only has this, and it's being forced to move across the map because Auto was tearing it up. So, what a game, dude.
Yeah, man. Yeah, this game has been absolutely crazy here. He's trying his best to just sit by this base, but he's, you know, Automata's never going to give him enough time to do that, I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, he's just trying to grasp for it. Oh, fuck! If he takes a couple more of those mine shots, I don't know, dude. Jesus. Nah, I mean, look at the gas bank alone. He needs to just pull all of his drones off gas and only mine minerals, and he'd be able to just roll here. So. Yeah,
there's a good amount of Lings, and there are bases down. MLT actually has 3 bases in total, so that represents a decent amount of potential for Mules. He's going to land these barracks as well, but eventually, I believe that Automata should figure out the proper solution here. You know, get his Corruptors in the sky, make sure that he can attack those buildings when they lift off.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, at this point, he's just trying to make anything stick here. But now that his last bit of production is going to come under attack, this should be the end here.
Yeah, I'm starting to think so. But
I don't know. Like,
I mean,
I'm not trying to root for the end of the game. I'm just trying to think of his outs. I don't think he has one. So
I don't think so either. Yeah, I think he's holding on.
All right.
There.
GG is called. We will get a game number 3. Damn. This is gonna be a scrappy game number 3. I can just feel it already. Like what a series to lead here. And we get to see Sequencer.
We get to see what?
Sequencer, the map.
Oh yeah, I think it's
So
the first
that's
time we saw it
cool. Yeah,
tonight.
we haven't seen that one tonight at all.
Ace DD, thank you very much for the follow, by the way.
Oh, nice.
All right. I get like the double whammy. I get them in Twitch chat, and I also have it connected to my phone. So like,
Oh,
I get
okay.
all these emails and shit. I'm like, oh, okay, right on. If I missed it, bam. Automata needs a moment real quick, so I feel that game was intense, dude.
Yeah, that was a good one. All right, we'll just throw up that match screen for a minute. Let me go ahead and tell our show match players it's the last game before they play.
Sounds good. By the way, thank you to everybody who is tuning in right now. If you are new to the channel, please consider hitting the follow button. We do a lot of plat diamonds. We're doing a $400 open tournament next week, which should be awesome and feature a ton of players from NA and EU, even some from Korea, I think. But yeah, man, we try and deliver, and we should be over the summer delivering a good amount of StarCraft content. We're really planning on ramping up the amount of content that we do. So we would definitely appreciate your guys' follow. But we're rocking 105 people right now, dude. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
Also, I want to just run out all the donations. We've made $20 tonight, which means all the payouts are covered, which is huge. Thank you guys so much for that. Biggity Balls hit us with the $5 donation. Shir Shaddai, the fake one, donated $10 with the heart, but it wasn't the real Shir Shaddai, because the real Shir Shaddai then donated $5 and said, "I'm going to hate myself for this, but I'm the real Shady, and I'm the real Shir Shady, and I'm standing up." On a serious note, thanks for all the awesome content. Looking forward to next weekend. So thank you guys very much for all those donations. That is gigantic for the channel. Also, all the follows: Tycraft, Dags, Jujitsu Bin, Alexandrov, Tassadar, Wingbit, Chrono, Beavercleave, PDSD, and If I Were a Soup. Thank you guys very much. The support has been hype as hell tonight.
If I were a soup. Man, what a bunch of series tonight, man. My heart can't take it. I was like, I'm going to play StarCraft after the tournament. This is going to be awesome. And I'm like, oh, dude, I don't know, dude.
Yeah, this is crazy. And we still have the show match to go through, too. Like, oh, man. So we're just waiting for Otto to get back. I think he needed to run to the bathroom or something. As much fun as this is, Golden is streaming. Gonna go check him out for a while later, man. Have fun.
That is an awesome stream to spend some time in. Golden is a ton of fun to watch.
Nah, I don't like him. Nah, some of the stuff he does on that stream is hilarious. Polar Express and stuff.
I know, yeah. The fact that he can play as well as he does and change the music is just like, oh my god. Like, I suck so bad at StarCraft.
Tasteless.
Doob Dude, thank you very much for the follow.
All right, so let's get into game number 3 here. All tied up. Our blue Zerg player in the top right-hand corner of the map. Sequencer for the first time, by the way. It is Otto. All right.
Sorry, my mic cut out there.
Oh,
What'd
no,
you
it's
say?
all good. You are doing MLT in the bottom.
I got you. Yeah, sorry. I had like a full cutout there. Andy Red Terran in the bottom of Sequencer for the first time tonight from Rival. It is MLT.
Doob Dude, thank you for the follow. I love your name, Kappa.
I got that, dude. It comes to my phone before it even hits Twitch chat. You don't even stand a chance,
You're
dog.
fucking cheating, dude.
I know.
But no, what do you think about this map? Do you have an opinion of it so far, or
I
what's
think
up?
it's like sexy as hell, dude. The gas geysers are fun to look at, man, with their little hexagon white-black contrast. But this map just feels gigantic. I know that every single one of these high ground spots are not a base, but it just feels like a no rush 20 joke map. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, okay, I'm just going to give you guys a little bit of salt, but this is just my personal experience. I'm not, like, saying that this map sucks or anything, but I'm just giving you my personal experience on it. Because it's so long, and you can get that third base up and running, the 3 times I've played it have been 2 Turtle Terrans and Sky Toss. So I'm kind of on the I hate this map bandwagon, but clearly that's only a 3-game sample size and shouldn't mean shit. But all I'm trying to say is that it's very, very easy to expand like a madman and just set up that really, really late game. And given the way we just saw the last game, we could be in for a long one here, dude. We'll have to see.
future base trade status content coming for sure, man. Hopefully we get that big. Those guys are gigantic. I think they were doing like 3,300 earlier today. Like, my God.
Yeah, by himself, dude. But
It's so beast. So beast.
it's all right.
All right.
We don't have to get that big. I just like doing content. It's so fun to do this shit, for real, dude. Casting is
No,
pretty
it's
hard.
over 100 people turned out to watch Plat Diamond. Like, I love this, man.
Oh,
These
yeah.
players are just people you would meet on ladder, but tonight, fucking 95 people are watching them play StarCraft, dude. I
Hell
think
yeah.
that's awesome.
Well, given these games, I mean, this is where I'd be on Twitch too. No, I'm just kidding. But we've had some pretty good games so far. All right, so the Reaper is moving across the map, and we'll finally get a bit of action in this game. It's a huge map, dude. I keep just looking at it like, holy shit. How many bases are even on this thing? I can't count that high.
I don't know. That's a lot more. Yeah, I don't want to. I was about to count them and then I gave up. Like before I even started.
MIT sucks PP. Thank you.
No. MLT.
Oh, MLT sucks PP. Is that a troll account already, or is that just one of his clanmates sticking around?
I don't know. I imagine that's probably one of his clanmates.
That's fucked up, dude.
We're
We're glad to see Rival out here supporting
Twitch
each other.
name to fucking with MLT, dude. That's funny.
This man's got pizza delivered.
I know, right? This is his, he's like, with the $10 I'm gonna win from this tournament, this is my pizza.
I want to know, dude. I gots to know, GiggleBear.
Is it pizza? God, don't, because I'm hungry.
I know, I'm pretty starving too, but please let's not start this shit again. Last game killed me when everyone was talking about food for like 40 minutes during cast. Jesus.
Yeah, that's like, there's two things that I want to do right after a cast. I want to go eat a shitload of food, and then I want to play a whole bunch of StarCraft. Canadian
map,
Moose 1. Thank you very much for the follow. Keep them coming, guys. You guys are awesome, man. Loving the follows tonight.
No shout out for the follow. We're on a 90-second delay. You get yours. You get yours. Just be patient. All right, both players are ready. He didn't answer the question though. Like, what do you think this is, dude?
Game resumed.
What? Sorry, I'm busy
Nothing.
now.
I'm just
I'm
sticking
in chat like an idiot. What's up?
He never answered if it was pizza, dude. I'm just talking shit.
Dude, it could be fucking a sub, you know? Pizza sub or Chinese food is pretty much like the only thing.
All right, so a 2-1-1. No real big surprise there coming from MLT because he's, destroyed with it tonight in this tournament. So I think that's the correct move. But this Otto's already up to 3 bases, and damn, that's not the one I take. Maybe I need to watch people play more, dude. Out here learning.
That's fair.
I feel like the elevator potential from that one is just ridiculous, though. But we'll have to see, man. Yeah,
Marine's backing up now. Don't want to take too much damage from the links. I think he can actually get out there. He's got to shoot those away and not take too much damage.
Yeah.
There he goes. There you go. Be brave. Oh shit! This is not
take
what
the
you
fight.
want. You got to use the SCVs as a bit of a buffer in front of the Marines so that you can take that fight. But he ends up shooting it away. Not taking too much damage.
Yep. All right, now on the Zerg side of things, we have double Evo coming down, so he is just going to stick on the Ling Queen for a while. Hopefully he gets in and scouts that this is a 2-1-1. He's going to get denied so far, but given the amount of Marines that are out, I guess he should probably know that it's going to be that. So
Yeah, the second base, the amount
gotta
of
know,
SCVs and the Marines, you could start to at least piece it together, get you in the ballpark.
yeah. Absolutely. Hopefully he can hold on, though. I mean, that game number 1 was a doozy, so...
Yeah, absolutely, man. 2-1-1 definitely can catch people off guard, as we said. I liked the adjustments that Automata made in the second game. You could tell that he really was, holding that a lot better.
Fiverr
what'd
says
you say?
thank you for
Oh, I got you. I see how it is.
Yeah, no, I was like, I want to get in before that text message, dude. I'm trying to beat technology here. This is really hard for me. But all jokes aside, we have a bit of aggression coming in as the 2-1-1 is up and loaded. There are plenty of queens and quite a bit of lings here to deal with this. Let me check the numbers. 14 lings, 4 queens. I don't know, Kev. I think he needs a little bit more lings than that, but 26 in production. But the drop has stopped halfway across the map. Interesting.
Yeah, there's like one medevac that's coming out. I'm not sure if
He's going to multi-prong it or something? Like
a trick? Yeah, I'm not sure if he wants to multi-prong or maybe something happened with his, the pickup of it. Is he going to join him? It looks like he's joining him.
All right. Well, the one thing that Otto has going for him, though, is that he definitely scouted the drop, knows it's coming in, so at least he can be there at the 3rd by the time it arrives, or at least in theory. MLT's going to unload and pick off this Overlord first, but now the medevacs are being assaulted by the Queen. So, oh shit, he almost got one too. He really needs to not lose that medevac.
Oh man, he's got to be careful here too. He's got to go get those medevacs too. I mean, there you go.
Get out of there! Yeah, so I mean, he lost a few Marines. I think Otto's playing this much better.
Yeah.
It's like he knows.
Seems to have the answer here
Yeah.
with, just mass ling. His creep spread is, I mean, look at those number of tumors. That's really going to start kicking in a second here. And then, once the creep spread gets out of hand, this is a map too where it's like probably hard as shit to spread creep on. But once the creep is out there, it's hard to clear creep on too,
Yeah. Absolutely, man.
A lot of highs and lows.
It's going to be really awkward. Oh, sorry. It's going to be really awkward to attack into this too. So I'm not quite sure where we go from here. I think both players are just going to kind of back up and prepare for the mid game. So he doesn't even have a Baneling nest just up yet. It's almost done. So, poking into the wall isn't even an option at this point.
Yeah, I think we're definitely going to see both players kind of just, as you said, chill, look to get up on probably 4 base. Yeah, 4th base down now for Automata, and the 3rd base from MLT as we look to head into another late game, man. And last game, that was crazy with Ultras, Liberators, all sorts of, bases and shit. I'd love another one of those, man.
Yeah, we'll have to see, man. This is definitely the map that can cater itself to give us a game like that, but I don't know, dude.
I don't know, Kev.
Well, you know what I mean. Like, I don't know if we'll
Yeah,
get there. Both of these people looks like they're going up for aggression, but every time I say that, they pull back. So I'm not quite sure what they're doing here. He's going to attack with no mines this time around. Like, this is a weird one for sure.
It is. There are banelings and they are slow banelings. So, man, you want to be careful with those things. Dude,
Oh, a lot of lings
up
went down
there,
right there. Yeah, that was huge. And still slow bane, so they should get picked off here. If he stems one more time? No, he's not going to do it. They're already all a little low.
As you said, MLT is choosing to do this without Widow Mines, which is dangerous as hell, dude. Like, but as long as there are slow banelings, he's okay to do this for now.
Yeah, and he's making it stick. It looks like his splits are just phenomenal, man. So as of now, he's starting to clean up a lot of these. Oh, okay.
Nice target on the baneling there, dude.
Yeah. Jesus, what a scrappy ass game, man. And it looks like he's just going to try to push into this. The only real problem here is you can't parade push on this map. By the time your units get over there, like, it's a bit too late. I think that push distance is a bit too long, so.
So more banelings coming in here. What does he know? Don't shoot the thing. Okay.
Bit of a miss micro there going after the cooling tower, but shit happens, especially when you're being casted and you know that, so.
Yeah, his tournament life possibly on the line here. Wants to make sure. I think this is the right decision, deciding to back up, knowing that there is units coming from a potential 4th base there, so we should have an idea that something's built up over there.
Yep, MLT's making mines now, but the Spire is up as well, so we are definitely headed into that mid game. So I don't know, we'll have to see, man. Otto's got that 4th base up and rolling too. He's starting to take a shitload of gas because he's going to jump on those mutas. So I think that'll really help out here because you could start working on those medevacs. It takes a really long time for the army to get over here. So an extremely immobile, like, muta count would be really nice here. And Bane speed too. Is it done?
Let
me see.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Look at them. They're rolling
Oh, yeah.
to the connection. All right, so we have a bit of... Oh, man. Baneling's coming in here now.
Taking out all the mines.
Everything. Nice.
Did they get every
splits at the
mine?
end there? I think so, yeah. Yeah, they did.
That was huge.
So coming into this base here, though, are there any more banelings for this? There's 2 of them and just lings. This could possibly be pretty bad here. He's choosing to go for the drones. I think this is the right decision. Trying to snipe as many of those as possible. Yeah, buddy.
Yep, and now he just gets to kind of stim and win Sun Gamer Richie style up in here. He already took out 9 drones, so there's not enough banelings to deal with this just yet, but they are coming, so he needs to be really careful here and not die. His splits are phenomenal, though. That's been pretty much the theme of the entire series, is him just doing monster splits, but I think Otto just has enough to straight up swarm it, and a lot of his bioforce is getting dealt with.
So the thing about pre-splits, man, they are super helpful in taking good engagements. Hold on, we have more engagements.
The mine shot! That was
huge. Continuing to crash in. Potential mine hit. This could be massive, dude. Okay, that was a pretty juicy one.
Yeah, each player getting good banes and mine hits respectively, so it's like each player gets a little bit of an advantage, and then something devastating happens. But it looks like Automata will start to finally push his way through here as all of these reinforcements are getting cleaned up. If you take a look at the supply, though, it's still damn near tight, so I still wouldn't roll it over just yet.
Yep. Doing everything he can to stay in this game. The lings eventually will be cleaned up. The medevacs are still alive, so that's great. He doesn't have to build any more of those. But the thing about pre-splits is, like, if the banelings never they're great for, soaking up baneling shots and making sure that those fight ineffectively.
Yeah.
But if Automata just uses his lings, then it's actually hindering the units to be pre-split like that because the lings get a good surround instead of being, Marines all clumped up and shit like that. So
Yeah.
I think the pre-splits were actually kind of hurting him there, but they, obviously it's what you wanted. You want to split your units for the banelings, but Automata was doing a good job of just attacking with his lings there.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And he took decent bane shots. I mean, some of them are a little rough, but at least he made the most of them. And now he's facing with multi-prong attacks, but because he has all those mutants, he should be able to start working on these medevacs. And bane speed helps out a lot here, too. So he will lose 6 drones in the 3rd or 4th or whatever the hell we're calling that base.
Yep, and he's going to continue to push up in here. I think this should be cleaned up. Probably needs to pick these up in the medevac and get out of here. Dynamite is going to heal this. Actually going to be able to clean this up. Dude, is this base going to fall on the south side here?
Oh, shit, I didn't even look, but these 4 Marines are over back here just doing absolute work.
Oh, it totally is, dude.
Holy
Unless
shit,
he gets over there like right now.
That's good value, dude.
That one, okay, 2 mutas actually should be able to stop this.
Oh, he got so close. 147 health.
Jesus. Man, these 2 players are crazy. I'd love to see these, a rematch of this. These seem to be a very evenly matched series, dude.
Yeah, this is pretty hype as hell. I'm starting to say Automata has this, but only because... Oh, shit, I take that back. Look at the supply, dude. I don't even know how to call this.
And then
Plus 3/3
we
is
see
done.
this attack over here on the top side, too. Knowing that 4th base is down as low as it is, if he takes this base out, all he needs to do is kind of juke in and get that other base. It should be fine.
It's fucking 3/3 to 2/2, too. So, I mean, that's pretty gigantic, man. You never want to be down an upgrade as a Zerg player, so this is going to really start to swing out of control. But he's making the most out of his units and taking pretty good fights.
Man, you can see that 3/3 really kicking in there, but the units, the pre-splits, his units are a little bit too far out. Like, they aren't able to, like, be shooting to help the other units there. So he needs to make sure, oh, God.
Oh,
Pick up, just get out. Oh, God, yeah. This is always scary as a Terran when you're just being, like, pushed on and you need to back up, but you're F2ing like a beast and mutas are just coming at you, like.
All right, man. I don't even know how to call this now. 3/3 is about to finish up here in 5 seconds, and then I think is where these pushes just get insanely strong. So... I don't even see 3/3 in production for our Zerg player, so I mean he's gonna be. Oh shit! This is a good upgrade for him, or a good engagement for him. He can just find some bane damage. These splits though from MLT are just so ridiculous. He cleaned up a lot of those Zerg forces.
Yep, absolutely, man. And as you said, that upgrade advantage is really favoring MLT. He should be able to push up here, dude. I think he might actually have enough now. As long as he keeps pushing, the important part here is to keep the pressure on Zerg so you're not facing one giant wave of baneling. You're facing small numbers of waves of banelings, Yeah. Yep. I don't know, though, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I really don't know how to call this because while I do like his position and an upgrade count, MLT that is, ultras are being made. So we kind of saw how that swung out of control last game. So, I mean, granted, it is going to take a while to get there. Oh, shit. Taking down that base is pretty significant.
Yep. There are just units all over the map right now.
Yeah. Like, are you glad you're not observing this shit? Because I really don't know what I'm supposed to be looking at right now.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm just kind of clicking all over the minimap, hoping that I get at least a few things correct. So, but he might lose this 5th out here too, and he's starting to lose a lot of these satellite bases that are up in mining. I mean, the main ones are kind of mined out already.
Yeah, looking at MLT's bank, it's definitely looking pretty good. But
the mines.
MLT, oh god.
Jesus.
Yeah, for sure. Good night, Nydus.
Yeah, it was fun while it lasted, guys. But
chitin stuff?
Nope, it's in production about 1/4 of the way through, so this altar's just gonna get kited, man.
Yep. Jeez. They are, dude. They do a ton of damage here, and there is another one coming down to help out. But the bank of Automata just isn't that big, man. His base count is okay, but he just doesn't have the bank he needs. He's got 39 workers on this left base.
Where? Oh shit, the far one,
right.
Yeah.
Hard
maybe
times.
fix the saturation a bit, but we've all been there, or at least I have. So this is just ridiculous, though. The kindness plating is about to finish up for these ultras, which will help out a lot, as well as adrenal glands. So this army will become, a lot more scary. But I still wouldn't say he's won it. He's still down to upgrades, which is huge in this matchup.
Yep. MLT taking out that top left base there, or not top left, but the 4th base. So he's just continuing to snipe bases wherever he can. We saw what happened though last game where he wasn't able to regroup though, man. He ended up getting these small packs of units just cleaned up, and then that was the end of the game. But we'll have to see.
Yeah, now the chitinous plating is done. These ultras are becoming a real pain in the ass here. As you can see, he's not being able to work him down as well as he was before. It looks like he will be able to kill this front one up here, but that back one is still just cleaning up all that bio. So, what a game, dude.
MLT is microing his heart out this game, dude. Like, he's... Jesus, man. Having to, like, split for Ultra, split for Banelings, you know, all these multi-pronged drops and stuff.
Yeah, and he's still getting all these bases down, too. So, I mean, both guys are playing out of their mind right now. I do like this from Auto, too, coming in for this attack and starting to work on these bases of MLT. It's kind of tit for tat now that he lost a couple of his own. But just sending that one flying was huge, because these are about the only ones that still have minerals left in them. Take a look at all these ones. There's not much going on, so... Yep, I think that's becoming increasingly important for either player to start knocking down all those satellite bases.
Yeah, I agree. It looks like still 39 workers on that top left base. MLT is going to move in here now and take an engage. Widowmines do get burrowed.
Jesus.
Is guaranteed to get this fourth base here.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think that's the correct move here, too. Just keep bouncing back to either side and shutting down the economy and just hoping that eventually you can walk over. I don't see what really is the option behind that. But on the other side of the map, he got his shit shut down, too, so... I don't know. He's got
a massive bank, though. Zerg can't keep up. I mean, Ultras
true.
are great. Mutas are great, but, I mean, these are pretty much the last of that Automata has. MLT has Widowmines all over the map. This is definitely MLT's game to lose here, but it is possible, you know?
Yeah.
Widowmines can be treacherous sometimes.
Yeah, and again, I'm not trying to harp on a player at all, but Otto, if you come back and watch this cast, fucking Winfesters, dude. Anything to keep this a mobile army. Again, like, you know, I'm not trying to speak ill of the player, but this is the second time in this series alone where they would have been immensely valuable. Well, I don't know. MLT splits are so ridiculous. How do you fungal that? No, I'm kidding, but I don't know, man.
Oh man, so actually able to fight this army here as the number of ultras is decent. Good splits coming out, but splits don't really, you know, save you against ultras like they do against Banelings.
Yeah. Jesus, what a game, man. My thumb is getting...
What a series.
Or my finger's getting sore from holding down the, like, scroll wheel, dude. Like, fucking observing this game has been a nightmare. Oh, he's gonna take down the satellite base again before it gets up. I think
that's really good. We do see these Lings and Ultras being, you know, coming across the map now. So MLT does have to respect this. He needs to make sure not to get pushed on.
Yeah. Phoenix19, thank you very much for the follow from the, you know, only caster. All right, but yeah, a lot of those Lings just got cleaned up by these mines, man. That was insane.
All these these drones are gonna die too, dude. This is gonna be absolutely.
Oh yeah, I didn't even see that. Thank you for pointing that out. This is a nightmare to try to keep track of. But as we said, taking down these bases is gigantic. He's pretty much brought his economy to a screeching halt in doing so. And kind of like, what is he doing now? He's sending drones across the map to attack. Oh Jesus, we have an all-in from the Zerg. Giggle.
MLT has just been playing.
Yeah, as you said, his micro has been just insane. What are these drones doing is the real story. Like, I gotta know, dude.
Just chilling, dude.
They're like, our time is not yet.
Ooh, what am I? Oh, actually, those lanes run by too quick.
Alright, so he's gonna unload here and try to make the most he can out of his bio forces. Unfortunately, a lot of them get cleaned up. Maybe he can bait him back into this mine here.
The ultra bounce back and forth, dude. Eventually, probably will fly over those drones, and that will be the end of that. Automata's basically got his tournament life on the line on the back of 3 ultras, seeing if he can make it work.
Yeah, and while he has a shitload of workers, he has no economy, guys. Like, look at that base is mined out. That base is okay. He literally has nothing. None of his bases have any minerals on them at all. So, yeah, man, what a crazy ass game. And now it's just a ridiculous amount of bio with 3-3 against, as you said, what, 3 ultras. So,
yeah,
a couple Lings.
This definitely looks like MLT's game to lose. The Ultras are going to run up. Nice pickups there. Hot pickup from MLT. Dude, he's just been totally on point with his medevac usage and his drops.
J. Fred Sox, thank you for the follow, good sir. You are a scholar and a gentleman. But yeah, I really love MLT's position in this. I dare say it's over at this point. There's just no economy for Auto to really build anything. And MLT's got 2 bases now that are up and going. Barely, but, you know, they're still going, which is more than his opponent can say. And look at this push, dude. That's a 3-3 push. That's the game.
This is pretty much going to be it. Even getting the ghosts out for good snipes on the ultras. 1 ultra going down. this should be it, man.
Yep.
We should see Automata tap out any second. Can't blame him, though. As we said, tournament life on the line. Wants to make sure that he exhausts every single option before he taps out. You got to respect that.
Yeah, absolutely. A hell of a series from the guy, too. I really, really hope we see him come back and play on the Nydus, because this has been one of my favorite ones of the night, for sure. It's been extremely back and forth. That last game was phenomenal, too, so I definitely hope we get
TBZ's
both
all
of these
about.
players back. Yeah, it was a good showcase of the matchup, or whatever the hell you want to call it. So, but now I think MLT is just trying to make sure that all these bases are cleaned up, and once he finds out that they are, he'll start to push in, right? Has to.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he's been extremely patient. Now's the time to do the killing blow. Burktoss, what's up, man? How's it going? Nice to see you.
All right. MLT sucks pee-pee, says Dog. Don't let MLT win this. As he says that, though, automatic taps out. MLT. We'll head to the finals, guys. Let me get the show match players. Give me just a couple of seconds, and we'll get this rolling.